Hi guys, this is Marissa with a little segment on how to colorize a black and white photo. So this tutorial is made just to add slight coloration to a black and white image, and the end product will look something like a regular color picture just with slightly less saturation. So just like this. So to start off, first we're going to go back to our original image. And up here, click Image, go to Adjustments and Levels, and then we're just going to adjust our minimum level here to 30 and press Enter. So that basically just makes the brightest, most white parts not as white, so that in the end, when the photo is all colorized, it'll look like a believable image. So then we have to go to Image, Mode, CMYK Color, and OK. And if you don't do this, this is the most critical step. If you don't do this, in the end, it's just not going to work out how you wanted it. So to start off, make sure that the background layer is selected. Click on the Quick Selection tool, and then use it to select the t-shirt. I have that selected right here, and I'm just going to select that. And I'm going to go down here and select solid color, choose yellow, something very light, click OK, and then I'm going to go right over to here and I'm going to do a 20% here on the t-shirt, just so that it doesn't look too white, but it looks white enough. So next I'm going to select his lips. So I'm going to click on the background, and I'm going to click this quick selection tool and select his lips. Okay, now, so his lips are selected, and the only reason I didn't show you that was because this tutorial would take a really long time if I displayed how I'm selecting his lips and selecting everything else. So that's why you won't see me do any of that during the tutorial. So I'm going to choose a kind of darkish raspberry color for his lips. And go over here, click OK, and then I'm just going to adjust the opacity over here. Oh, I'm going to go to color also. I'm going to adjust the opacity to 60% and click OK. I'm going to click the background again. My next selection will be of his eyes. Now with his eyes completely selected, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to press solid color. I'm going to choose a nice light blue. I actually have oh, not for this one actually. Okay, so I'm going to choose a nice light blue, or like right here. That looks kind of nice. And I'm just going to press OK. Do a color, and then I'm going to make the opacity at around 80%. Okay. Next, I'm going to select the background, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is the background layer. So I'll select the background layer by just clicking quick selection up here. Now I have the background selected, and I'm just going to go over here again, click solid color, and then I'm going to choose kind of a light color that won't go with the rest of the image. So I think the hat is going to be green and the shirt is kind of yellowish. So I'm going to want to choose something that's slightly different. So I think I'm going to choose a purple. And, oops, hold on for a second. Going to go down here. Okay, sorry. Solid color. I'm going to choose a purple. Click OK. Going to adjust this again to color in the background. And I'm actually going to use a different, hold on. Okay. Or, I'm going to use a little bit more blue. That looks a little bit more realistic. Okay. There we go. Now the background is done. So the next thing that I'm going to do is select the hat. So I'm going to go up here, press quick selection again, plus here, and then just add the hat selection. So now the hat is selected, and I'm going to let you see the whole thing here. I'm going to go back to solid color. I'm going to choose a color, kind of a dark green color, and click OK. I'm going to do color so that it colors over it. And then I'm going to go down here to a 50% coloration opacity here. The next thing I'm going to be selecting is his hair. Now his hair is kind of a tricky one. We have to go, well, first I'm going to just zoom in a little bit. I'm going to go up here and select his hair. And now his hair is selected. So I'm going to go up here to Refine Edge, Smart Radius. I'm going to increase the radius just a little bit so that you can kind of see more of his hair and kind of can tell that it is hair. Click OK, just so that it looks kind of fuzzy. And then we're going to go back down here to solid color. I'm going to choose a nice brown. Click OK. I'm going to do color, and it looks really gold right now. I'm going to make it so that it's not very opaque, so that it's just basically a slight coloration of the hair. So I'm going to go 30% on that. And then the next one is his skin. So background, I'm going to select all of his skin. And I'm just going to select his eyes too. I'm going to select the whites of his eyes because I don't want the whites of his eyes to become colored as well, the color of his skin, because he might look like he's sick. So I'm going to go just around them, just like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see it because his eyes are so dark anyway. And then next I'm just going to deselect his lips, just like that. And you're going to want to make sure that you cover all of the black and white spots, because you don't want part of his lips to look slightly black and white. So we're gonna I just adjusted this quickly. I'm gonna go down here and choose solid color again, and I actually have values for each of these that I liked from before, because skin color is really hard to approximate. So I'm just going to go 31 in here, 42 in here, 82, 209, 166, oops, sorry about that, 166, 120, not so sure that those values matter that much, 71, 12, 30, 19, 35, 58, 0. I'm going to do OK on that, do a color, and then, oops, hold on, I'm just going to select the rest of the face. Okay, so I kind of just, I switched that around so that his ear was selected. I didn't know that it didn't become selected when I did it before. And I'm just going to change his skin to a 60% opacity right there. Okay, so I will zoom out of this for you. And it looks here like our final image is done. This is a colorized image, again, just in case you were wondering. Any image, any color that I did, you can change the color of it. That doesn't really matter. But just for this image, I thought that these were the colors that worked out best. So anyway, so that's how you colorize an image, and I hope you guys liked it.